Greetings and welcome back to my Bible reading on YouTube, where I'm trying to bring the Word of God to as many people as possible. Today I'm starting on Genesis chapter 32. And Jacob went on his way, and the angels of God met him. And when Jacob saw them, he said, "This is God's host." And he called the name of the place Mahanaim. And Jacob sent messengers before him to Esau, his brother, unto the land of Seir, and the country of Edom. And he commanded them, saying, "Thus shall ye speak unto my lord Esau, thy servant Jacob said thus, I have sojourned with Laban, and stayed there until now. I have oxen and asses, flocks and men servants, and women servants, and I have sent to tell my lord that I may find grace in thy sight." And the messengers returned to Jacob, saying, "We came to thy brother Esau, and also he cometh to meet thee, and 400 men with him." Then Jacob was greatly afraid and distressed, and he divided the people that was with him, and the flocks and the herds and the camels, into 2 bands, and said, "If Esau come to the one company and smite it, then the other company which is left shall escape." And Jacob said, "O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord which saidst unto me, Return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal well with thee. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies and of all truth which thou hast shewed unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become 2 bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother and the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with the children. And thou sayest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude." And he lodged there the same night, and took of that which came to his hand a present for Esau his brother: 200 she-goats, 20 he-goats, 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 milch camels, and their colts 40 kine, and 10 bulls, 20 she-asses, and 10 foals. And they delivered them into the hand of his servants, every drove by themselves, and said unto his servants, Pass over before me, and put a space betwixt drove and drove. And he commanded the foremost, saying, When Esau my brother meeteth thee, and asketh thee, saying, Who art thou? And whither that goest thou? And whose are these before thee? Then thou shalt say, They be my servant Jacob. It is present sent unto my lord Esau, and behold, also he is behind us. And so commanded he the second and the third, and all that followed the drove, saying, O this manner shall ye speak unto Esau when ye find him. And say ye moreover, Behold, thy servant Jacob is behind us, for he said, I will appease him with the present that goeth before me, and afterwards I will see his face. Peradventure he will accept me. So went the present over before him, and himself lodged that night in the company. And he rose up that night, and took his 2 wives, and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them, and sent them over the brook, and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed. And Jacob asked him, and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Wherefore is that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. And as he passed over Penuel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. Therefore the children of Israel eat not of the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh, and in the sinew that shrank. Alright, so that's one of the coolest chapters in Genesis. This is one of the wildest stories, one of the ones that almost sounds like fan fiction when you first hear it. So Jacob goes, and he's frustrated, and he meets this mysterious old man and just starts to wrestle him, and wrestles him all night. And the man touches his hip and blows it out of his socket. And Jacob says, I have seen God face to face. Now, the King James Version, as I understand, makes it pretty clear that that is God that he was wrestling against. But I guess when you take other translations into account, you've got a situation where it could be God or it could be an angel of some kind that he was wrestling with, because the Hebrew word used was Elohim, which can mean all sorts of divine beings like angels and seraphim and whatnot. So there's a little bit of debate over whether it was God or whether it was an angel. But I subscribe to the belief that it was God. But that part at least is open for some interpretation. Anyway, I hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see you next time with Genesis chapter 33.